Come, all ye faithful.
Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. This is Catherine with The Perfect Place to Start, and for today's video we are going to be making a festive lights wreath. So we're going to start with one of these evergreen wreath forms, and we're going to take some Waverly white chalk paint and we're going to go over all of the branches of this wreath with the paint. This is so we can get a fake snow effect on our wreath. This wreath form came from Hobby Lobby several years ago, and I picked up probably 10 of them when they were 90% off, and they've been sitting in my shed, and I finally decided to do something with them. So today's video is part of the Useful DIY challenge that is put on by Moomdust Life Handmade, and if you haven't been to her channel, I will put her link in the description box below. She does farmhouse and boho style, and I just really like her uniqueness that she comes up with for her crafts. She has a lot of really fun things over at her channel. And her co-host today is My Style, My Colors, and she does a lot of pinks and purples and a lot of glam looks. So please go ahead and check out their channels, as well as the playlist, which will be linked below in the description box as well. Today's theme was festive lights. Once I have the wreath all fluffed out, I just go back through again with some more Waverly white chalk paint, and I'm just kind of to get into the middle parts where it's still super green, because I want the white look, the snow look, to go throughout the whole wreath. So we're ready to add our deco mesh, and I got this at Hobby Lobby last Christmas. It was on clearance for 70% off, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a pipe cleaner at the end of it gathered together, and then I'm going to secure that into the wreath, and then I'm just going to bubble it around the wreath periodically and tie it in there with a pipe cleaner.
It was the night before Christmas.
I am so excited to start doing Christmas DIYs. Let me know in the comments below what kind of DIYs are you interested in seeing for Christmas this year.
When the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on, from this Christmas on, it's gonna be you and me decorating the tree from this Christmas on. We forgot what you came for, and in the coffee shop just next door, we talked for hours on end, and somehow we knew that we'd find some
So now that I'm done with the deco mesh, I'm going to add some lights, and I just went ahead and put the battery packs on the back of the wreath, and I secured them also with some pipe cleaners. That way, in case I want to take them off or I need to put different lights on, I can. And then I'm just going to string the lights through the deco mesh. So I'm just going in and out through the mesh, and it takes about 2 strands of lights. I got these lights at the Dollar Tree. And so they're not super long strands, but they work for this wreath. So it took me about 2, and I string those all through, and we are ready to do a bow. So I'm using my Easy Bow Maker today, and what you do is you're going to put your ribbon into there's 2 dowels there, and you're going to put it in between. I forgot to put the pipe cleaner in here, but you want to put the pipe cleaner in first. I end up having to go back and put it in after I've done all the ribbon. But you put your pipe cleaner in, and then you're going to put your ribbon in, and I usually leave a desired amount for the tail there. And then the bow maker has a ruler on it, so you're just going to go to the desired inch of bow that you're wanting. I am making a 6-inch bow here, and then you're just going to go back and forth. I decided to go ahead and do about 3 loops on each side for each type of ribbon that I'm doing. So all the ribbon I'm using today was left over from last year's Christmas. I picked up all of this ribbon for this bow at the Dollar General. I think that they have some really great ribbon over there, and it's a little bit more than the Dollar Tree, but really not that much more. And they have bigger spools and a lot of different patterns, and so I really like getting my ribbon for Christmas over at Dollar General. So I want to thank everyone for watching today. Don't forget to go check out the playlist so you can see everyone's fun, festive lights DIYs in today's useful DIY challenge. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you're liking today's video and this kind of content, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and join my community. So once we get the ribbon off the bow maker, we're just going to secure that pipe cleaner, and then we're going to fluff out the bow. No matter how you're making your bow today, fluffing is the most important part of the bow. You just have to twist and fluff until your eye tells you that you like what it looks like, and that's the most important part. So now that we have it all fluffed up, we are going to add it to the wreath, and I just went ahead and added it to the top with the pipe cleaner. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep fluffing, and then I'm going to dovetail the ends of the ribbon. I always tend to leave the ends to be a little bit longer, that way I can play around with them once I get it on the wreath. If you cut it too short before you put it on the wreath, then you might not like what it ends up looking like. So I always err on the side of caution with a little bit longer ribbon, that way I can always take more off than I can put back on. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a helper over to the side. He just loved this wreath and wanted to get inside of it, and several times he was crawling in my ribbon and my deco mesh. It was craziness, but anyway, he was my helper for tonight. So once I get it on there, I'm still fluffing. Fluffing takes a long time. So if you're someone who's new to bow making, or you shy away from bow making because you just think it just never can get it to look right, it really just is something that takes practice, and you just have to keep playing with it and playing with it and playing with it until you get to that desired look that you like.
Grab a kiss, put another record on, wake the neighbors, having fun down the street. Christmas trees, decorations, wanna greet old Santa Claus when he arrives. Let the reindeer see the light of every Merry Christmas. Oh, we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas, a joyful cheer.
So once we have the ribbon all set in place, we are ready to add the final touches to this wreath. And I wanted to keep it pretty simple with just reds, blacks, and greens in here. So I'm just adding berries that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and then I have a couple that have some pine cones in it. I cut the pine cones apart and I just attached the pine cones into the wreath, and I also picked those up at the Dollar Tree.
To you.
I worry about the weather, waiting for snow, and each day I feel better, and my hope begins to grow.
So here's the final look of our project, and I wasn't really sure about the mesh when I first picked it up, but now that I see it, I am really loving it and crushing on it, and I need to make some more projects with it. So I'm super excited to start using it some more in some other things. If you liked today's video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any of the videos that I upload. I hope that your journey takes you somewhere crafty, and remember, wherever you are is a perfect place to start. Till next time!
Me and you and everyone, we would run around the big house where your cousins used to live, and we do lots of things I know our folks would not forgive.